guys, welcome back for another video. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my March TBR, kind of just showing what I have to read, the books I want to read. Some of these I have read before-ish, kind of just skimmed them though, you know what I mean? Like I skimmed some and didn't necessarily read them, so properly reading them, I guess you could say. So I don't want to make this intro too prolonged, but let me just say my reading, it's getting back on track. I'm starting to read books after another, if that makes sense. Starting to properly just get through them, read every word, and just move on to something else as soon as I finish it. Don't just dwell on one book, wait days and days and days and weeks to find another one, just move on. Anyway, it's almost a minute into the video, so let me start with one of the books I'm going to read this month. This is a extreme horror / Splatterpunk staple. I skim read this one. This is the one I mean about skim reading. But I'll need to properly indulge and read it. Off Season by Jack Ketchum. With a cover like this, you can't not want to read it. I mean, I love that cover for this. Has a creepy doll, skulls, an axe, and an ocean, a body of water beyond. And there's a famous quote from Stephen King: If you read Off Season on Thanksgiving, you probably won't sleep until Christmas. And it's the author's uncut, uncensored version. I mean, that's just a lot to take in. I won't read the blurbs of all of these books, but some of them I will. Depends on the length. And also, you guys know, I'm terrible at reading the blurbs. The only real bad thing that I can think of for this book so far is that it does seem pretty dense. Let me just... Yeah, it does seem pretty dense. But I reckon I could get through it in a few days, maybe about 2-3 days. Yeah, it's 300 pages, so yeah, I should be able to get through it quickly. So yeah, expect this to be a review. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we have another slasher, which is by an author who is commonly known as the reincarnation of Richard Lehman, Christopher Ruffty. All Will Die, a slasher novel. I'm really keen to read this. I've been wanting to read a more Christopher Ruffty ever since I finished reading Dark Autumn. So yeah, here's the spine and here's the back. The basic plot of this one is a bunch of teenagers were killed in the woods, and the parents decide to go back and take revenge on the killers. That's pretty much what I gathered. Yeah, the book, yeah, it's not dense, likewise a Richard Lehman novel, and the style is very Richard Lehman-esque. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. Yeah, have you read it? If so, what are your opinions? Next up, we got a Richard Lehman novel. I read the first 200 pages of this, then I got off track and didn't read anything, and blah 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 blah. You know how it was. You know how bad my reading was a while back, if you had stuck with me. I remember I never used to be able to read one book and finish it, now I can, which I'm very thankful for. We've got Bite, a vampire novel. I remember when I read the first 200 pages, I was like, man, this seems a lot like From Dusk Till Dawn. I believe they came out roughly in the same year. 1997. Oh, this was before. But yeah, I really liked what I did read. I can pre-read this one. Tick tock, tick tock. Sam's in the wardrobe with hammer in one hand. Okay, sorry. Sam's in the wardrobe with a hammer in one hand, a wooden stake in the other, and a heart full of fear. It's almost midnight. Cat's on the bed, face down and nude. Sam's former girlfriend, the only woman he's ever loved. Together they wait because the vampire's coming. Doesn't really give away what the plot is. I know what the plot is because, again, read the first 200 pages. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've been meaning to finish it for a while, so I'm going to restart it completely and just get through it in, like, one day. Because, I mean, it's Richard Lehman, page turners. Next up, we got a book. I'm kind of daunting reading this because I haven't read one of this author's books for many months. I've only read 2 of this author's books, yet I have an entire collection. I have almost all of his books. Well, not almost all of them. He's written so many, but that's Dean Koontz, The Key to Midnight. I want to read this. It's 400 pages, so it'll be the longest Koontz book I've read. The other 2 I've read have been The Eyes of Darkness and Shattered. Wait, is it The Eyes of Darkness? Yeah, I think so. Let me just check. I don't know, it's not even on the back here. Yeah, The Eyes of Darkness. Anyway, yeah, this has an interesting plot. It's one he wrote under Lee Nichols, which was like his romantic suspense era. Yeah, I want to get the original paperback copies of the Lee Nichols ones. They do seem very interesting to me. But yeah, it's not overly dense though, this one. Like, yeah, it has very short paragraphs with a lot of dialogue. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. The back. I won't read a bit, yeah, I'll keep it still so you guys can. You can pause the video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it, so you should be able to expect a review on this one sometime throughout the month. Alright. Next up, we got another book by one of my new favourites. One of his best known, best reviewed, one of his most famous. John Athan's Do Not Disturb. Very excited to read this. I love the cover so much. It's one of my favourite covers of a modern horror novel, with the killer clown standing on a police car with, well, holding an axe. I mean, that's amazing. And the clown in the back in the hotel room. There's the spine, if you're wondering. And you guys can read the back, because yeah, I'm terrible at reading. Reading out loud, that is. Yeah, I mean, John Athan, he's a very addictive author. He can write books that you just skim read. Not skim read, page turners. That's a real definition. Skim reading is what you do when you're too lazy to read. Or well, what I do. Yeah. I do like John Athan's style of writing. It's very, very easy to read. Alright, there's that one. The next one. This is another Splatterpunk staple, but something that I have struggled with reading personally in the past. Although it's extremely short, only 128 pages, I've struggled with it mainly because of how dense it is. This is gonna cause a riot. The Slob by Aaron Beauregard. Aaron Beauregard, a fantastic guy. And one book does not set the entire author's output. Not at all. I usually give authors 3 chances until I decide if they're not for me. This is the only Beauregard book I have. And besides, if I do get another one of his books, it's going to be through his website because he signs them, and that's just something I need. The story is much like very text. There's a lot of text in it. I love the illustrations on the inside. Yeah, again, very short. Yeah, very, very, very short. I'll pause there if you want to read the back. But I mean, yeah, it's very, very, very short. Has like some alternate art from the original. I mean, fantastic. I mean, honestly, great, great artwork. So yeah, The Slob by Aaron Beauregard. The final book, I'm gonna have to censor part of it just because if you follow my Twitter, John Hitcher official or something like that, John Hitcher, you'll find it. Then you'll know exactly what book this is and why I have to censor it. Brian G. Berry's Fragments. Brian Berry is a fantastic person, a fantastic author, and one of my good friends. Proud that I can call this guy my good friend. Yeah, it sucks that I have to censor the cover because it's such great detail. Oh, gotta be so careful. Now let me show the spine. There's the spine, one of my favorite spines. Whoa. Then here's the back. I'll let you read that if you would like to. There. Oh, whoops. Well, there goes the age restriction on here. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, got a pair of titties on the cover. Yeah. I already read this. I can't remember a single detail though, so I decided I'm just gonna reread it. I'm actually about to start reading it now, just because I just want to. I'm in the mood for something like this, especially a Brian Barry book. Brian Barry, one of my favorite authors. I have an entire shelf of his books. He's a fantastic guy. Alrighty, so hopefully I can show all of these. It's hard to see, but I mean, it'll do. They're all the books I'm going to be reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 books. That's a lot. That's a lot of reading. I believe it'll take me a couple weeks to finish this. So, yeah, looks like it's going to be a good month of reading. If I have like about a week to spare, I'm going to try and read Desperation by Stephen King, because I've been meaning to, and it's a long book. I mean, it's long. That's only if I have about 7 days to totally focus on it. If I don't, then I probably won't, but yeah, it's on my TBR in general. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for another review very quickly, probably of Fragments, and I'll see you guys then. Take care and goodbye.